defensive backfield.
Check, 55, come on. 55.
Third down, he'll drop the throw. Flush out right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. It away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Come on,
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up. And a turnover in the first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. All day. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. All day. Hey, Delta. Hey, we got to see him. Get it.
From the gun, Eason. Caught left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication as he dragged across each zone. You see him going into
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, something's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on. You better bring. Shift. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 30 base. Check 55, Mike. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't
on first down. Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
90, Wolf. I'm going to hit you. Pilot, 64, weak. To go.
2nd and 4. And caught by Henry. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route, get the defensive back on his heads, break out for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just said there.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They're off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for it.
We play to win. Let's go. Here we go, here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is every play for a big...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 46. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
That's it. Here we go. Here we go.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Since I've seen the team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, maybe you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Show it up. Show it up.
Second and 3. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a third and 3. Operating from the gun. Eason. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit is there, and just laying him down.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Ready?
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. On 4th down, Eason. And that is going to be incomplete. The Steelers triumph, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. Think back to our meeting with that coach, and we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I think they'll slow us down. We took it pretty well, and he's been right.
Well, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready? 10-2 soft. 61. Matchbox light.
Check the backer.
Go.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. I'm on. 43 is the mic.
Ready?
Second and 11. That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now.
They'll look to throw. Trying to set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And a reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games being progressed around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Here we go.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, we got a seal.
Lead Griffin.
To throw it in. Eason. Shot for Smith-Schuster. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Down.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really long field goal.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, you hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, that only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him.
On second down, Swift, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15.
Let's go, baby.
7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to throw here. He's going to hold him. He's got a man complete. That one good for 37 yards.
18.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
218, chop it.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Quick the edge.
5.
They'll drop the throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On second down now. Swift. Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Set up. 70. Indy. Leo.
Watch twist.
On third down, Swift. And he will get him down at couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kickstarted things going in the opposite direction.
Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Let's go. They'll start the fourth quarter here on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Kill, 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 kill.
Topper, Topper. Hey, Echo.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Focus, defense. Focus.
Ready?
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Go. Snap.
Looking to throw. Decent. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides,
Here we go, G. Get
no
up.
flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He's going to go for a big play down the field. And my goodness, this is incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And his defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
You ready?
The Charger drive about to get going.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Sleep rip.
They'll run on 1st down. They'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
5. Right up.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ready?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He's not going to get the 1st down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
You jet bomber. Put up.
Yeah, baby.
5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
The fourth down run successful. Base. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Get that. Let's go.
From the red zone now, look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On the ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Go on. Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 24. Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, first and goal.
I can't believe they even let you play.
6-6, bullet high. Right.
Check nickel.
Smooth. They go.
They're going to look to throw. And Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Well, that was plain counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, even further. Second and 15. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but now it's third and goal. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Now.
Now back to throw. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pull it on. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
There we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and they did not turn into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
And recover. And we'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's the mic. I got you, boy. Slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Hey, watch the leg.
They're indeed going forward as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. 4 now. Here's first and 10.
15 line. I got him.
55.
Hit it.
The play fake. To play. It's complete to Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Go, Jackrabbit. Come on. Be driven. Be driven.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Third quarter, you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I got you. I got you.
2nd and 6. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll try to run Swift. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know you felt that one.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Set. Touchdown. Not here. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Even. 4 down. Even.
To throw on 2nd down. Newman. Left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Newman looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newman. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun. Newman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Oh, he's got a little line. True. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Operating for the goal. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Charger drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of food talk down the street, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you can hope for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's got some space here. He won't go down. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 72 yards. As his guys continue to pull it on. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken short. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the dust blow out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Touchdown.
Oh, this is becoming tough. Oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. That recovered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. Well, a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. Now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation these guys can't catch. Evidence to the contrary in that last possession now.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
On
3rd down, Newman looking for his running back, and he's got it. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Ready? 50, plant. 59. Recon, 132 fighter. There you go. 25, check 25, check 25.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Let's go, boys.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Hey, you got 3.
Not totally going free yet, but it's looking good as he has 1st and 10. Looking for a place, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, wahoo. 10 Tucson.
Get in the weight room. Mike 55, Mike 55. Cut. Watch the twist.
Yes.
55 to Mike. Check, 50.
Ready.
Let's
go.
This is complete. It's out. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
Go.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
General West. Snap.
He can run for it, and he will. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
218, chopper. Topper! Hey, lock it!
Watch the slant! Check it!
They'll try to run for it, but he won't have the a touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They come out here in the I. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Watch out. Protein spill. Be grip.
Back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Good job, fellas.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Shoot!
They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This is taken as 4.